Hello friends, this is Vishakha Daga coming up with next round of News Simplified. Now it is said, as you sow, so shall you reap. But that is not always true. Maybe you sow good, but you're not reaping a good benefit. It's a story of ricochet impact that we're going to discuss in today's news. So let's just move forward and understand what ricochet is about, where the IMF has warned that different countries will be facing, especially developing countries, will be facing a ricochet impact. So in this video, we'll talk about the news. Then we'll also talk about business cycle in brief. Then we'll talk about ricochet impact, its significance, and the recommendations given by IMF to deal with the ricochet impact. Let's just move ahead. But before that, give me the answer to this question. Ricochet impact, which in global economy was in news recently, is related to which of the following? Is it environmental degradation due to industrial process? Is it spillover impact, where a sluggish growth of developing countries have likelihood of having a negative impact on developed countries? Or citizen perception that a government will pay today's debt in future by imposing tax on them? Or a situation in a business cycle where during a recovery, different sector experiences different growth trajectory? Let's just move ahead. You think about it, because in the end of the video, you'll know the answer. Let's move ahead, understand what was the news. Recently, IMF chief, she talked about how developing countries might be suffering from ricochet impact, because of which the global recovery post COVID-19 might be uneven, where the developing countries may experience slowdown, whereas the developed countries will be experiencing a growth. But the slowdown in developing countries will impact the developed countries as well. And this is the story we'll discuss today. But first, let's understand business cycle, because this is how a ricochet impact is related to it. Now, in a life, they're high and low, and say there are different kind of season that a person experiences. Similarly, in a business or in a nation's economy, an economy experiences high and lows. This is called as business cycle. Now, take an example. Let us assume that the economy is growing at a 5% growth rate. Now, in such a scenario, there might be a positive sentiments in economy. Because of positive sentiments, the producer will assume that the demand will increase. So production will increase, the demand will, employment will be created eventually, because of which the purchasing power will increase, and hence the demand will eventually increase the production again. And this positive cycle will take the economy towards a peak. There will be an expansion in economy. But after some time, due to some natural reason, or due to some crisis, this peak will be impacted and economy will experience a kind of a slowdown that is called recession. An example of this is like the depression of 1929 or the Asian financial crisis of 1997. We see that the global economy experienced some kind of recession or slowdown, where what happened is the perception about economy becomes negative, because of which the production decreases and employment eventually reduces. Then the purchasing power also come down, and so does the demand, ultimately impacted again the process. So this time there will be a negative vicious cycle, causing a slowdown in economy. And this happened till there is a trough in the economy, beyond which economy will not go down. Now, after this trough, the government will become very active. The government come up with various initiatives, like the new economic deal, which was brought by the Roosevelt, or the deficit financing in case of India. Example is Narega, used by the government in order to give the money to the people, so that there is enough purchasing power, then there is a demand, and after demand, the production increases. This positive sentiment takes the economy towards a new peak. It causes an expansion, and hence the cycle is completed from expansion to peak to a low, and then an expansionary process. This is actually natural business cycle in any economy. However, the economy do not go that way often. And the example of this is K-shaped recovery as well, which I discussed in the previous video, where what was happening was, as economy was experiencing a peak, then it experienced a recession, and when it was bouncing back to experience another peak, what happened was some sector of economy were experiencing growth and they were moving towards a peak, but the other sector of economy was simultaneously actually experiencing a slowdown. Example of this is the peak was experienced in India by the IT and pharmaceutical sector, right, which belong to the organized sectors of the economy. On the other hand, unorganized sector was experiencing a slowdown. The example of this is MSME, where our data say that 1/3 of MSME were impacted to such a level that they won't be able to come back at all. And this kind of growth trajectory, where some sector were experiencing growth, whereas other was facing a slowdown, is called as K-shaped recovery. Now, this I've already discussed in the previous video, but the another divergence from the business cycle is a ricochet impact that is talked about the IMF chief recently. Now, before understanding what is ricochet impact in economy, let's understand what is the general meaning of ricochet impact. The meaning of ricochet impact is transfer effect or the spillover effect. That means what you're trying to do, you're not attaining the objective. Instead, you're causing a collateral damage to yourself only. Example is, if you're firing a gun and the surface is not smooth, then the surface will absorb the impact of a bullet and the bullet will not bounce back. If there is a body in here, there will be no bouncing back. But if the surface is smooth, now in such a case, there is a chances that economy will recoil and another person who is not the target of that person might be impacted. Now, this is a collateral damage. That means you were not intending to have like this consequence. This is the collateral damage that has happened to this person. So the target is not actually attained. Instead, some kind of negative impact is created. This is ricochet impact, where the negative impact on the one who helps the other, the one who is trying to help, is actually impacted in the process. This is ricochet impact. Okay, now let's understand how ricochet impact is right now taking place at the global level. Now, at the global level, we know the economies are linked by the process of globalization. We are experiencing an integrated world. Before COVID-19, what was happening was both developing countries and developed countries both were experiencing growth. But after COVID-19, both started experiencing a slowdown. This happened in 2019. Developing countries experienced slowdown, and so does developed countries. But post COVID-19, developed countries invested heavily in vaccination, as well as they invested in their own economy as well economies of the developing countries. And why does it happen? Because at most developing countries will experiencing a growth rate of 2%, 3%, and any investor want a higher return like 8%, 10%, which actually happen in developing countries, 8%, 10%. So the investors of the developing countries prefer investing in developing countries, which in a way was helping developing countries create more infrastructure, create more employment, etc. So in a way, the investors of developed countries were helping developing countries. But what happened post COVID-19 was the developed countries, after investing in vaccination and in their infrastructure, etc., experienced growth. But the same did not happen in case of developing countries. What happened in there? Instead, the interest rate rose, dollar economy was growing, but the growth rate of developing countries were not as good. That include India as well. Now, in such a case, the return on the investment to this investor will be less. They have invested heavily in developing countries, but the return is less. So even if developed countries were experiencing growth rate, but due to slow growth rate in developing countries, the developed countries are also impacted. You get that? So they are investing in developing countries, because of which the growth rate of developed countries is also impacted. This spillover impact, how the slow growth rate of developing countries is transferred to the developed countries as well, is called as ricochet impact. So though the investor of developed countries were trying to create a good impact on developing countries, but they are also impacted. This is ricochet impact, and this is what the IMF chief was warning about. Now, with the warning, it also gave two level recommendations, one to the developing countries and another one to the developed countries. To developing countries, it talked about that whatever recovery scheme they're coming up with, they need to restructure. Especially, they need to focus on the sectors which are not experiencing growth, and they have to think about inclusive growth at this level. At the same time, it talked about the developed countries also need to think about the process where they are investing, the sector in which they are investing, because they have to shrink the divergence in the economy where the economies of the developed countries are growing, but not of the developing countries. So this is two-level recommendation given by the IMF chief. You can write anywhere in the exam. Now, I hope by this ricochet impact is clear to you. If it is clear, then you will be able to give the answer to this question. Ricochet impact, which was in news recently, is related to which of the following phenomena? Is it environmental degradation due to industrial process? Is it spillover impact with the sluggish growth of developing countries have likelihood of having a negative impact on developed countries? citizen perception that the government will pay today's debt in future by imposing tax on them, or situation in business cycle where during recovery different sector experiencing different growth trajectory. It's neither tax, not K-shaped recovery, because this is a definition of K-shaped recovery, and neither it is environmental degradation. Instead, it is a spillover impact. As I said, the earlier meaning of ricochet impact is the transfer effect or spillover effect. So answer the B, option B is your answer. If the ricochet impact is clear to you, then like and subscribe the video. If not, then put your doubts in the comment section. Thank you so much.
Current Affairs by Forum IAS is an all-in-one program that covers the dynamic aspect of the syllabus from both prelims and mains perspective. Last year, we have helped more than 100 students crack IAS with our current affairs classes.